Hello everyone, I am Evelyn and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be unboxing bearded iris that I ordered from Schreiner's Gardens from the state of Oregon. This package actually arrived 2 weeks ago. I opened the box immediately upon arrival and checked the status of the rhizomes. Just to let you know, I already planted 4 rhizomes this afternoon. This bearded iris comes with name tags upon purchase, and that is because it is difficult to identify one plant versus the other when there are no name tags. So let us pretend these rhizomes don't have name tags. So let's go ahead and hide the name tags. And for us to identify which specific plant is which, it is honestly difficult to identify, not unless you see the actual flowers of this plant. So it is very helpful to have name tags in each rhizomes or each plant. This part right here is considered as the rhizome. This one stores energy. So even without roots, this plant will still grow because of the stored energy in the rhizome. So if you notice here, since I haven't planted it right away after arrival, some leaves are already dried out. So let's go ahead and take out the dried leaves. When taking out the dried leaves, we have to be very careful. And that is because sometimes a new growth like this shows up in between the leaves. So I'll show you what I mean by that. As I open this old leaf, I see a new growth. And this is the very reason why you have to be mindful when taking out the old leaf or leaves. So like this one right here, this can be difficult to take off. If you notice, there's a new growth here. So if I will take this thing off, that will make this old leaf off as well. So the best way to approach this situation is just to cut off this old leaf, just like so. And if you are wondering whether or not I'm gonna cut this part here on top, which are brown, it's all up to you whether you cut it or not, because to be honest with you, as this plant grows, new leaves will emerge, and to be honest with you, some of these leaves will take off by itself. So you can keep it or you can get rid of it. It's your choice. If you notice right here, some roots are dried already. Some roots are still alive. So what we're gonna do is we will cut off the old roots. So like this part here is still firm, but this part here is very dry. So let's cut off just like that. This one here is kind of mushy, so let's cut off all the way to the end right there, all the way to the bottom. This one is dry, this one is dry, so let's cut both off. I hope my scissors are gonna help me out with this video. Okay, this part right here is kind of dry, but this is firm. So let's just cut off the dry part. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up more roots right here.
Okay, this needs to be cut as well. This needs to be cut. This needs to be cut. This needs to be cut. This needs to be cut.
Okay. So if you notice, this root right here have a black spot. So what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna cut it off on this part here, because I don't want to keep this bad root. All right, We're gonna clean it up a little bit more. Take off this old sheet here. And then, let me see, is this a good one or a bad one? I think I want to get rid of this as well. Okay. So this is a new growth right here. And this is a new growth as well. Look at the baby. It's a cutie. And if you notice here, there are new roots emerging. See those bright colored roots right there? This is another rhizome right here. So what will happen is this will grow here, grow here, grow here. And to be honest with you, this bulging portion right here, if I were to take off this old leaf, this is actually another growth like this. If you notice in this rhizome right here, almost all roots are dead. So we are going to get rid of it. Like I said, even if the rhizome don't have fresh and growing roots, it will still grow. You just have to give them the things that they need. Sometimes I try not to cut the old leaf all the way to the bottom. That is because I want the new growth to be protected, especially during winter time. So what I do is I just cut it halfway, just like that. So I just leave it like that. Tanner is actually watching me do the work right now. Say hi, Tanner. Hi. How are you? Are you tired, boy? We went for a walk earlier prior to taking this video. Look at these beautiful roots coming out. These right here are roots. This time I will show you how to plant your bearded iris. When it comes to soil, bearded iris require well-draining soil. At the same time, it requires an acidity of 6.8, which is considered as slightly acidic. But even if you don't test your soil or your soil doesn't reach the 6.8 acidity, your bearded iris will still grow. That is, of course, based on my experience. So do not plant your bearded iris too deep. So all you gotta do is dig a little hole, place your iris this way, and push the soil right around the iris. Basically, your rhizome is gonna be shown on the way on top here. So push the soil right around the iris, just like so, especially at the back part. This will help the iris stand up. And then you place your name tag. So since I have two name tags, I will place one on the side here and one right around here. So the process will be the same in all your bearded iris. As you all know, I usually plant in the containers, and this one I believe is 15-gallon container. When it comes to spacing, you're supposed to space them 12 inches to 24 inches apart, but since I have a limited space, I will just adjust the spacing according to the availability. You can actually plant bearded iris between July to, I believe, October or November. It all depends on your growing zone. And just make sure that the roots are well established prior to the winter time. And that way it's easier for them to come back during springtime and provide you with flowers. When it comes to fertilizer, bearded iris do not require a lot of fertilizer. Meaning, for them, less is more. They don't like to be over-fertilized. They'd rather be under-fertilized. As long as you provide them with fertilizer with low nitrogen, then they'll be happy camper. Make sure to bury all the roots. Water the bearded iris after planting. Focus on watering the area of the soil where the bearded iris is located. If you are new to my channel and you like this video, please don't forget to click the subscribe button below and click the bell button as well. In that way, you will be notified on my new video uploads. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something new. Bye!